Welcome to the second episode of Soul's podcast. I hope that you're having a great day wherever you are. Here we learn together to heal, to free our souls from all burdens of the past, and to cultivate more self-love. Today our topic is about integrity and the key role it plays in your personal development. When you decide to heal and embark on your growth journey, like any other journey, there are two major things to know before you can start and hit the road. Without this, it is impossible to begin. Yes, you need to know where you are headed, meaning your destination, but you also need to know where you are at the moment in life, meaning your current location. Only then you can start planning which routes are available to you and decide which one is the best for you to take. In the first episode, we talked about true self and your internal system. Please go ahead and listen to the first episode in case you haven't yet. This makes it easier for you to follow the episode today. To heal means you need to take responsibility for your inner system and lead all your inner parts using the self-energy. Once you earned their trust. It means you are the CEO of your life and lead your inner parts with trust, compassion, respect, and inspiration. It is not much different than leading any other team. They look up to you as a leader. Therefore, you need to set a good example and model the behavior that you expect from your inner parts. This is where integrity and consistency play a big role to deepen the trust and bring balance into your internal system. To show integrity, you need to be 100% honest with yourself and set goals based on what matters to you, not due to external motives. It takes a lot of courage to face one's truths, but without doing so, you cannot experience real joy and lasting peace in your life. Showing up with integrity means getting to know yourself and your parts by being fully committed, present, and vulnerable. If you invest enough time, they will eventually open up to you and share their deepest desires with you. This helps you to set up collective goals based on your true values and desires and hold yourself accountable to grow and change your life. Eventually, all parts in you will also hold themselves and each other accountable, and this alignment will help you significantly in reaching your goals. What else helps with leading your internal team and bringing more alignment into the system? Well, there must be some clear guidelines on what matters, your expectations, and the goals you define. Setting up these guidelines is necessary to begin with your growth journey towards a happy, meaningful life that you deeply enjoy. Oftentimes, conflicts arise in your internal system due to lack of boundaries or transparency. However, in order to come up with clear guidelines, you need to first be honest with yourself about your values, ethics, wishes, and desires. This is not limited, though, to your internal system. Most of the time, what actually triggers you, your inner parts like anger, fear, or anxiety, when you encounter others in life, is due to lack of boundaries. Getting clear on your personal values and boundaries not only brings peace into your inner world, but also helps to have healthier relationships with others, both at work and in your private relationships. This lack of self-awareness, which results in poor boundaries, can damage your relationships, both internally and externally. Although boundaries are necessary to bring peace into your life and be able to build deep, meaningful relationships, it is important to communicate them with respect and compassion. Living with poor boundaries will cause you massive stress and resentment, while having rigid boundaries makes it impossible to build meaningful relationships. Therefore, transparency and vulnerability are essential to communicate your needs and what you value to give others a chance to love and support you. But first, you need to know your true self and show up 100% as who you really are. It is common for many of us to end up unhappy in a relationship or career because of this lack of self-awareness or integrity. This way, you will never get the chance to find the right job and the right people for yourself. To be able to find a fulfilling job or to build a life you enjoy, you must first learn your true self. The fear of being abandoned or disliked by others also plays a major role here. In order to fit in, most of us hide parts of ourselves from others and deny part of our truth. Sometimes it happens already in childhood through education and socialization process. Therefore, many of us are possibly doing this unconsciously. That is why Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." It is the only way to live a meaningful, joyful life. To go back within and reconnect with your core. Try to regain the trust of your inner parts and get to know their deepest desires and values. Your inner parts are not capable to run your life in a peaceful way. The only one who can do it is you, as the self. It happens when you accept all your parts for who they are, show them compassion, give them space to express themselves, and finally become one with them. This process is what Carl Jung calls individuation, meaning to move from ego-centeredness to self-realization. To begin this process, you need to first discover your values, desires, and personal boundaries, and then set this as a clear guideline for your internal system. Some say integrity means doing the right thing even if no one is watching you. But remember, your inner parts are always watching you. As I said, they look up to you as their leader. They're hearing every word you say, every promise you make, and watching every single action you take, and carefully check if this is aligned with your inner guidelines and principles. To show up as the capable leader that you are born to be and protect their trust, you need to show consistency. There are many ways you can start to practice integrity from today and embark on your self-development journey. The key 4 pillars are: 1. Getting out of the victim mode and holding yourself 100% accountable for your actions. This means taking 100% ownership of your life, decisions, and the outcomes. Try to move away from blame mentality. 2. Being willing and able to feel your feelings. Allow yourself to fully experience your emotions. Do not resist them. Emotions are like waves. Let them gently pass through you and deliver their message. If you resent them, they will only get stuck in you and manifest as pain or stress in your body. 3. Open communication. Always speak your truth. And yes, without exception, unless it is a matter of life and death. Reveal your thoughts, opinions, and desires to others without withholding them. No shrinking. Ensure transparent, open communication. Remember, this is the only way to find the right environment for yourself to thrive and expand. 4. Honor commitments. Set clear agreements. Keep them. And if you need to, promptly and honestly renegotiate them. And remember to be fair and respectful in all your communications, both internally and externally. If you look closely, these pillars of integrity are actually same as the aims of therapy, which is to foster authenticity and emotional freedom by empowering you to know what you think, to feel what you feel, to say what you mean, and to do what you want, meaning value-based actions. It takes a lot of courage to own your outcomes and show up as who you really are, your true self. But once you do, and you show up with integrity every single day in every single thing you do, you start noticing a shift in your life. You start to feel more peaceful and happier because your actions are more aligned to what you value and desire. Do not be upset if circumstances change and people leave your life all of a sudden. Remember, the right people for you, the ones who really love and respect you, will never leave you because you set healthy boundaries and show up with integrity. Only people who are taking advantage of your lack of boundaries or codependency will fall away. And you should be grateful for that. Soon, new people will enter your life who love and cherish you for who you truly are and wish to see you grow and expand. Thank you for being here with me today on the second episode of Soul's Podcast. If you wish to learn more about this, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more episodes and videos like this. I send you much love and light wherever you are, your co-traveler and guide, Sareh. See you next time.